Brr, 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 brr. What's going on YouTube?
Hello.
I just want to give a great shout out and appreciation to my wife here. We were running late. We obviously want to shoot for 7:30 to 8:30, but now we really crunched it on time. We only got 20 minutes for this episode. So we'll keep it nice and tight for you. We'll keep it, to the point with this episode. But thank you for tuning in on today's episode of Mixed Media, episode 11.
Yeah.
We're your hosts, live with Enrique.
Ariana Villalon.
And today's episode we're talking about, shows, movies, media that your everyday consumer sort of digests or sort of watches on an everyday basis,
Yeah, especially now that we're in a pandemic, I feel like Netflix, Hulu
Yeah.
are what passes
Disney
time.
Plus,
Yeah.
Peacock, ever since,
Funimation,
Funimation, Prime. Yo, there's so
HBO.
many. HBO. Oh my gosh.
Hey,
there's
if
so
you
many
guys
of
want
them.
to sponsor us.
No. No, yeah. Oh, actually, now that I think of it, yeah. Let's bring in the money.
A lot of streaming services.
True, yeah. Yeah, and today we want to talk about shows because, you and I actually like to spend some time sort of watching shows and movies, So I thought, making a feature film, short film, it is an art form, and quite frankly, so is producing a show,
TV show. Yeah.
Right. And it takes actors, it takes producers, directors, photographers, costume designers, like
A whole team.
a whole team. Yeah, it's a whole art that people just, want to just pass by as television. When it's much more than that. It is an art form at its finest. And today we wanted to sort of touch on a show that we recently just finished. Why don't you start off with a little info?
Yeah, this first show that we recently watched, as we're getting into this entertainment media, is going to be Giri Haji.
Giri Haji.
Which
yes.
translates
Our recommendation for this week is?
Yeah, Giri Haji.
Although this isn't one that you can binge, so maybe, you know what? The recommendation of the month. Spread it out. Don't binge it. Although we're very prone to humans, we want to watch the next episode, and sort of binge TV shows. I feel like it's probably best because you and I actually didn't do that with this show.
No, we took our time. Netflix said, "Are you there?" I said, "Nope."
Right. And,
took us like what, a week, maybe 2 weeks?
Longer, yeah. I think
I'm not sure.
I would say about no, because remember the last episode we did wait because your sister and Marino
jumped on it.
Right, and we're like, you know what, we'll wait. We don't want to watch it by them. We'll wait.
Mm-hmm.
And it made us wait even longer. And I don't know, although I was like looking forward to the ending, I don't know why I wasn't itching or like scratching for the ending. I thoroughly enjoyed waiting for the next episode, And
they're
I feel
about what, an hour long, right?
Yeah.
A little bit longer than like 20 minutes.
Right. This show actually is an hour each episode, and I feel like for time's sake, for mental health reasons, like I think it's really important that you take a traditional take on shows, whether it be on Netflix, on Hulu, so on and so forth, and watch an episode, wait a week, watch another episode. Or if you truly feel like you can't, put restraints on yourself and you have to watch it, at least an episode a day, to really spread out, because there's so much content, and not only that, but to consume,
Mm-hmm.
But this one really stood out to me because Ariana showed me this show, and it's beautiful. I wish I could give so much away, but it's a cat and mouse game in between brothers.
Kenzo and Yuto. Oh, just to backtrack, the translation for Giri Haji is duty/shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was just produced so well. Like you would assume with a show like this, it would stick to its basic filming styles, but this show definitely mixes it up.
Oh yeah, I mean it's obviously you get that feeling when you're watching it, because not only you mentioned it, but Melly also mentioned it, that it reminded her of a comic book, which at first I didn't understand. When you said it, I was like, okay. But then when she
Yeah.
mentioned it again, and I was really like, looking at it, I was like, dang, yeah, you're right.
It
It does
does.
remind you of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
Sort of similar to Scott Pilgrim, but a more international take on it, I guess. Because there are a couple scenes where, where they split screen or split the screen vertically instead of horizontally. And I was just like,
Animated. There's parts where it's animated, right?
legitimately, well, no, it's painted. Well,
Oh,
it's animated, but not in a traditional sense. It's animated, but it still
Look like
uses
brush
brush strokes.
strokes.
And I'm just
Yeah.
like, what in the world? We don't want to ruin too much for you, but yeah, that's sort of the premise of the show. It starts off in Tokyo, and it's also in the UK.
London,
They
yeah.
yeah, they bounce back and forth.
Yeah, here's actually a quick summary, and
Mhm.
it's the reason that kind of caught my attention. But also there's a content creator on Instagram that mentioned it on her story. She was providing recommendations, and I was like, you know
Mm.
what? We don't really watch too much. Recently we have, but as before we weren't. So it says, bound by duty and lost in shame. A Tokyo police detective risks his job, family, and honor as he travels to London in search of his long-lost brother, unraveling the secret that tore them apart. That just sounds
Dang.
juicy.
Yeah, I agree. It does sound a bit juicy.
It was a great story, I feel like, from beginning to end. It just captivates you,
Ugh.
and it's so unexpected.
Yeah, and then the end was very theatrical.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
the approach
the
that they
scene,
took.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, we don't want to, keep you guys lingering for too long. So we'll go ahead and pull up a trailer for it, and we'll go ahead and show you guys.
We can like share
Hopefully-
screens?
Yes, we can.
Wow.
Giri Haji. And this is on Netflix, guys. Don't
Yes, the platform is on Netflix.
Yep,
It's
yep,
only
yep.
one season, 8 episodes. So, like Enrique said,
Mhm,
to kind
mhm.
of stretch this out for, for you, and you're not kind of going through it. Even though an hour is a bit much, I don't think. Well, I don't know. We kind of watched a few episodes back to back, but to
Yeah.
get it, it's worth. It's only 8 episodes, so yeah, definitely. Hopefully, you can watch this in like a month.
Oh my. Oh, I believe I'll be able to share my screen. The only thing is,
The audio.
yeah, hold on.
Trying to see if it's. I don't think it's working. I'm not seeing it.
Hold on. No, yeah, I know you're not going to see it on the Oh no, I'm so sad.
Please hold.
It should be working. I'm not too sure why it's not playing. Can you hear the audio?
Yeah, vaguely or faintly.
Okay, cool.
I mean, if worst comes to worst and we can't stream it with you guys right now, you're gonna leave the link in the bio, right?
Well, actually add it to the chat right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
but
add it to the chat.
here we. Oh, can you turn that down? I said, who in the world
I was like,
is
who sounds
talking?
like me?
Right. I was like so confused. All right, here we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy this trailer on Netflix.
Wow. Can we talk over it?
Yes, we can.
Wow. I feel like a true reviewer.
Let's let the audience speak
Sorry.
for itself. If I'm not mistaken, I can
Oh,
do.
I think it's backwards.
Oh no.
Wow, this is so cool. Guys, we're experimenting right now. Yeah, it's
Oh no. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, like look at that. Who would have thought that this would be
Wow.
and lost in shame? Wow.
The use of lighting and colors.
Ah.
So beautiful.
Oh my.
Oh, you got Justin Long.
Oh, Justin Long, yeah.
And a lot of other great actors, too. Taki.
Taki. Uh Yo, just watching the trailer makes me want to watch it again.
Oh, such a great series.
Oh my. Can you hear the audio or not?
I'm not sure. It's all good. I'm happy that we can share this experience with our viewers. Even if you can't hear it, you can see it.
Giri Haji. Duty. Shame. Doo-doom. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you are. Now you got to experience, the trailer. I apologize that
That's
this
awesome.
is backwards.
It's okay.
We'll
figure it out.
Oh, I forgot this one. I switched it up. Okay. Well, I'm glad you guys got to see.
That was awesome. I love that. Aw.
Yeah, of course. 'Cause I was kind of bummed that we weren't able to share like the music too much. I wasn't able to share my screen, but I was able to find some workarounds, and that way, I can continue to share my screen and share exactly what we're looking at. And we want you guys to be a part of the conversation as well. This
The
isn't
experience.
right. This isn't just between you, her, and I. It's between us.
We wanted it to be more interactive.
Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got some ideas,
in the works, but
in the
we don't want to
works.
tell you guys 'cause we
We're
want to keep it a
excited.
surprise. But yeah, I'm super excited. Kind of didn't want to touch on it, but today's episode was sort of introducing one of the new segments 'cause we're going to have segments on the show now. So we were going to announce it and then sort of go into it, but I told Ariana, no, just go into it and then we can, speak on it, So the segment that you guys
just witnessed.
witnessed
Yeah.
or heard is what my lovely wife said is called
Entertainment media.
yes. Because although sometimes we forget to acknowledge that television or
Films.
short films or stuff like that can be art, and this
It
is what this
is.
show is
It
about is
is.
art. And I definitely wanted to take you guys on the journey that we're on because my lovely wife and I like to spend some afternoons watching a show, or sometimes even while we work, we'll sit out here instead of sitting in our room or at the desk, and we'll just throw on a show as background noise and work away, whether it be The Office, Broad City, Parks and Rec, or
Just started that.
yeah.
I'm excited. But yeah, I
Brooklyn
think.
Nine-Nine.
Oh my gosh, so funny.
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of like our recommendations, and not even that. I feel like I would want to discuss media that maybe we didn't really weren't too fond of either. I think that's an interesting conversation, because we want to get your guys' input
Yeah.
of, you know, what you thought of it. So anything that kind of impacts us, whether it be in a positive way or even we didn't really take much from it. I mean, it's still it can still be an interesting conversation.
Yeah.
And we thought, well, we're in a pandemic. We have been watching a lot of different shows, movies, that just made an impression on us, and we wanted to kind of expose that to you guys, our viewers, because not only does music influence our creative works, but I feel like for me, shows that I watch give me inspiration. Movies that I watch give me inspiration, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause you can grab the background music from there. Like, there's so many components to a show and a movie that can really inspire you. And I think that kind of, like, got the wheels turning of, okay, maybe we can make this into something, you know?
Yeah, because you know, we wanted to what we did just now is what we wanted to do with other segments as well. So for instance, the music episode, the last episode,
Mm-hmm.
we gave recommendations, you know. So we definitely want to continue on this path with this show, and we wanted to evolve and, you know, not only have you guys tune in and listen to our recommendations, but to hear your recommendations. You know, we want to hear your opinions if you already saw the show, you know. Yeah, and that goes with music, with TV, because at the end of the day, we're all consuming content. TV, movies, music, videos, YouTube videos, the internet, you know, so magazines, prints,
Prints.
newspapers, stuff like that. So we're definitely in the works of evolving the show and incorporating more videos and photos along the way, so you guys are able to see, you know, what we're doing, you know, or what we're looking at as well. Instead of just throwing it up on the screen, we want to be on the screen so you guys can see us and see what the topic of discussion is. Like, let's say we're talking about photography again. We retouch on photography, and I'm flipping through photos here on the laptop. I definitely wanted you guys to see that as well, you know.
Like having another element, you know, kind of giving this more of a dimension. You know, it's kind of flat right now, which is, you know, it's fine, but we want to give it some dimension. And
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
the ideas that we have going on are, it's just you wait.
Just you wait. Yeah, so we don't want to give too much away, but yeah, we are in the works of developing the show, and I can't wait for you guys to watch us evolve, essentially, because you know, I don't think this is necessarily a bad show.
No, I mean,
We're just starting
we
off
just
too.
started, and it's so exciting to see the growth from where it started to where it's going to be. You're
Yeah.
not always gonna like, you know, you're not always gonna like the content that you're creating, but that's the beauty of growth, is that you are going to get better as long as you continue to stay committed and really invest your time in these ideas. Like for me, I just don't want to throw something out there. But right now it's just like we're starting off, and now we're slowly like, okay,
Getting in the rhythm of things.
yeah, let's make this some great content to share, you know, with people all over the world. Like, you know, there are people who can't travel as much, and, you know, especially right now. And this is our way of connecting with all different types of people, and not only giving out information, but also us in on our end is like just uh receiving that back, you know, is
Yeah.
such an exciting thing. And I feel like it's going to help us grow as individuals, creative wise, and
Mhm.
just so much good and positive change for everyone.
Well said, my love. Yeah, I agree with my wife completely. Yeah, I look forward to the change. And I definitely wanted to continue to keep this show short. I think an hour for most podcasts is just really long.
Some, yeah, I mean, there's some where I'll stick to it, like the cuties, Q2.
Theirs are an hour?
No, theirs are like 20 minutes.
Oh,
but
see what I
if
mean? Like,
they
our episodes are
were-
like 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah, if they were an hour, I would still watch it.
Yo, their stuff is pretty funny.
Awesome. Yeah, it's so good. But
Y-
no, yeah, Enrique made
you
a
know
good
what?
point.
I'm actually gonna. I'm actually
Can
going
we shout
to.
them out?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me flip this. flip horizontal.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It's like that TikTok trend when you invert and everyone's like sad with how they actually look.
Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and pull them up. Hey cuties. I'm gonna pull up the one that we saw 'cause I just want them to see the intro. These girls
go
are
to your
so
history.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
These girls are just too funny. They crack me up. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think you'll be able to hear the audio, but I'm gonna fix that as we go. Here we go. Boop. So why don't you tell them a little bit about these girls?
Yeah, they're two sisters. I believe they're twins. I'm not sure if they're fraternal, but they're from Korea, I believe. I've been following them for a long time. They're very versatile creators. From fashion, DIYs, stylists. They work with a lot of amazing brands, and yeah, their content isn't really, it's just sporadic, but it is in such a good way, and it's so genuine. They seem like very humble, and very motivated girls. So it's always fun to see them, and I don't know why I started picking up watching them, but I'm so glad that I did, because they put a little like sunshine in my day with the content that they share, because it's just like before, I know they were a little bit more timid, more quiet, but now their videos, you could just tell how comfortable they are. And I hope that for us, and for me especially, that I've become even more comfortable speaking in front of a camera, because it's so strange. And I gotta say, in college, you had to take like a speech class, and I dreaded it. But
I didn't dread it, but I did struggle.
yeah, I struggled a lot. Like, oh my gosh, I just get so nervous, and I don't know why. You know, I hate that I don't know why, but I just kind of clam up. So I'm hoping through this, like just like them, seeing them grow. Like, I hope I can say that for myself, that that'll come our way too.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and just watch the intro really quick. 1, 2, 3. I'll then turn it up on your computer. I'm so sad you can't you can't really hear the audio, I guess.
But you don't even need to hear it, because it's just like the style that they've grown into is so solid. It's so unique. It's so
Yeah.
funny.
And then their intro is, before we get copyrighted, they go, "Hey cuties." And they're two Korean sisters. They are hilarious. But yeah, I just don't know why Ariana was just so eager to show me their channel that she just showed me. She's like, "Oh, this is so funny. Like, watch this." I'm like, okay, this isn't really, content that I sort of.
It wouldn't be on his For You page. Is that what's called on YouTube? Or what is it called? Like, what's like your For You page on YouTube?
You're
There's
recommended.
trend-
You're
or
recommended.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would not be on his recommended.
Absolutely not.
But I don't know. For me, it's just like I watched it and I felt so happy. And I was just like, well, I mean, what's bad about sharing that with my husband? So I think overall he enjoyed it. The episode was just showing how one of the sisters is a better cook than the other. So they reversed it, and they had the one that's not so good at cooking cook all of the meals for the both of them, and it was just a mess. It was chaotic. It was so hilarious. But
Yeah, I wish I. Oh wait, here we go.
oh, it's not.
Oh no. Apologies. I thought I was gonna be able to add it. Yeah, and I was gonna say right now, like, oh, you know what? since I got it and I was able to flip the imagery, why don't we go ahead and look at the trailer once more with audio and in the right way too. Add a new source. But yeah, once I figure this out, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you.
You're coming along with us on the journey. But yeah, we definitely recommend watching Giri Haji. You can catch it on Netflix.
Yep.
Before it's gone.
Yep.
It's 1 season, 8 episodes. I think it was first featured on BBC in the United Kingdom, and then they released it internationally. I believe it came out in January on Netflix. But yeah, let us know what you think. We're really curious of, your thoughts, what you thought of it. And yeah, I feel like you guys won't be disappointed because it was such a great series with all the characters, the stories. I can definitely say it's one of the most recent shows, TV shows, movies, whatever, that's really kind of like stuck with me. Like even to this day, I still think about it. And the ending scene, like I don't want to give too much away, but it really did hit me in an emotional way.
Let me just see the audio really quick. Oh, for the Giri Haji?
Yeah, I don't want to reveal what the scene was, but it surprised me.
Theatrical. It's not like your traditional show.
No, and it's so weird because it. Does it work?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I got really emotional, and I not really an emotional person when it comes to like entertainment media, but man, and it was so surreal, but it was just so beautiful.
Yeah,
yeah,
I agree.
Such a great scene.
Well, if you guys have seen it, let us know on the next episode of Mixed Media. Please let us know your thoughts. If you're just starting it and you like it, still let us know. If you have any recommendations on what shows that you guys are Netflix, Hulu.
HBO,
We literally have almost all of the living
That's terrible.
Streaming services. That is terrible, but we do consume just like you guys. We're regular humans, Just 'cause we're artists and content creators doesn't mean we don't like to take time off and watch shows.
Unwind.
Yeah, exactly. But sorry for the technical difficulties, everyone. I truly appreciate all of your patience. My lovely wife was able to help me through a lot of it because I was getting
via
so
Reddit.
frustrated. Yeah, via Reddit. I'm like, what is going on? But thank you for tuning in on Mixed Media episode 11. We're your host, Live with Enrique.
Ariana Villalon.
And we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Peace.
Bye.